Technology is the technology and innovation that aim to compete with traditional financial methods in delivery of financial services. The fintech industry is an emerging industry that uses technology to improve activities in finance. The use of smartphones for mobile banking, investment and borrowing services and cryptocurrency are examples of technology aiming to make financial service more accessible to the general public. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing and big data are considered the four key of fintechs. Fintech has been used autonomous investment, insurance, trading, banking services and risk management. The services may originate from various independent services providers, including at least one licensed bank or insurer. Example of fintech company that have in Malaysia is Touch & Go Digital, iPay88, BigPay and Axiata Digital.
Now, I am Fatima. We'll continue for importance of fintech. Currently, fintech plays an important role in business world as the main way for money transaction from customer to business entity, such as the widely use of online banking by every bank. Back in 1950s, fintech is introduced as ATMs to the world and has been evolved very fast from then. Every existing thing has their own importance, which include one of fintech importance are transparency. As the world began depending on online banking transaction, it is a good way to avoid breach in money transactions. This is because of the customers can direct transfer to the third party without using the third person service. Other than that, most of the transactions are based on real-time updates and on tight security, so it is guaranteed for the safety. In addition, other important of fintech is saving our precious time. We can relate to fintech because most of online transaction can be done at any time and anywhere. All we need just a mobile phone and internet connection to continue the service. Moreover, people nowadays did not perform small transaction at a physical bank anymore because everyone has at least one mobile phone in their pocket. Lastly, fintech is not only a revolution for business use, but for our self-superiority too. Fintech can help enhance our financial capabilities, such as help people manage their own cash flow, including financial and investment. Some of fintech tools able to teach people on improving their financial transaction. For example, Maybank to You is one of fintech tool produced by Malayan Banking Berhad. As someone that is familiar with this application, this fintech tool really helps in our daily transaction, manage investment and debt. Also, it has a feature for understanding the value of budgeting and saving. Next, fintech also have current issues happening within our daily life. Scamming people are the modern way to steal people's money through scam call or fake business entity. Malaysians are used for reading news about scams and people begin to share their experience and ways to identify scam call or fake businesses. Now, Malaysians not need to worry anymore because Bank Negara Malaysia unites with Polis Diraja Malaysia and Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) to overcome fraud in fintech. Recently, BNM has taken a serious action to help poor Malaysians that has fallen into scam trap. Other than that, BNM and with PDRM and MCMC are working on regulating a new law for financial fraudsters, so it will assure people for continuing online transactions. BNM also reminds people to be careful before transferring money online and downloading any suspicious files on the internet. There are other issues that are currently being a hot topic among Malaysians is about 50-cent charge fee upon money withdrawal by My Debit Cash Out starting 1st July 2022. My Debit Cash Out is a feature that allows users to withdraw money from bank account directly through a participating merchant. In this context, is cashier, therefore sparing them the need of going to an ATM for withdrawal purposes. This news of charge fee 50 cents for each transaction will start as 1st of July 2022, but only some banks will use this charge, such as CIMB, Alliance Bank, OSBC, HSBC, Bank Islam and Standard Chartered. As RM1 charging fee for interbank ATM, My Debit also will have charging fee for 50 cents with limit of RM500 per day. That's all from me. After this, my groupmate will continue to explain other parts of our report research.
Next, I will present about statistical information. The COVID-19 and the implementation of the MCO in Malaysia enhanced the need for digital connection to replace physical contacts between service providers and users in 2020 and 2021. Based on the pie chart, the highest percentage of financial technology sectors, which is digital payment with 20%, followed by e-wallet 15% and lending 14%. Next, based on the bar chart, it shows the amount of online banking, e-wallet and merchant registration for QR code acceptance transaction increased by 49%, 131% and 164% in year 2020. Electronic payments and e-wallets are now dominating the Malaysian fintech market. High traffic utilization demonstrates the attractiveness for the fintech business in Malaysia. Next, I will pass the presentation to my group mate.
In the conclusion, nowadays, the finance technology is developing fast and gaining more interest. Even it still has disadvantage, people will try to solve the problem and turning it to more positive sides and help people in continue their daily basis. As we can see at the statistical information, there are many types of finance technology that we can find in our daily basis. However, with the development of new finance technology, we also welcome more bad things happens because people will try to take advantage of the development of FinTech for their personal gains such as an online scam, stealing their private information and fraud. However, many parties like BNM, PDRM and MCMC are uniting to overcome this problem involving FinTech and make people less easy in using their FinTech. So, even we have heard many bad things about FinTech, the first thing that we have to know that the technology is being made by humans and there is no perfect thing in the world. This is the reason we must keep researching on ways to make our daily basis become more convenient. This is because FinTech is about helping us with our financial and it is important to well manage our financial for our future.
This is the recommendation of FinTech. First is service focused on the customer. FinTech companies should be receptive to the new technology as long as they are sustainable, and they should use new technology to continue to satisfy their client. Next is simple access and quick integration. Customers should be able to easily access FinTech startup for them to expand. They must be able to provide clients with appealing service that are simple and quick to use and meet customer expectation. FinTech business offering B2B service should nevertheless offer quick and dependable system integration. FinTech startups are not rival but rather complement to bank. Next is rapid adaptation to change. One of the most difficult problems facing in financial service providers in the context change in regulation. Startups in the financial technology industry should be ready for rules in advance and promptly adapt to them. Startups in the financial technology sector who do not consider rules or offer adaptation risk falling behind the competition and being penalized by authorities. Next is financial management and cash flow. The most important aspect determining a startup ability to survive is cash flow. According to studies, improper cash flow management is the most frequent reason for failing enterprises to fail. In order to move forward with confidence, financial technology startups should start by creating long-term cash flow and financial statement. Next is price advantage and reliability. Emerging fintech should work to gradually increase consumer confidence in their brand and service as their service quality improve. Therefore, this challenge should receive special attention from new fintech companies. And lastly is financial crime reduction. All across the world, financial crimes are a serious concern. Financial service providers must take a number of precautions to stop crime like fraud, corruption and money laundering. They must take action to prevent financial crime from being mediated via the numerous financial services they offer.
What is insurance? Insurance is an agreement by which a company or the state undertakes to provide a guarantee of compensation for specified loss, damage, illness or death in return for payment of a specified premium. Insurance is a method of risk management. When we get insurance, we provide the insurance company the cost of a prospective loss in exchange for a fee called premium. Insurance firms invest the cash safely so that they can grow and pay out when a claim is made. The risk of death, disability or damage surrounds an individual's life and property. This danger could lead to financial losses. Insurance is a smart approach to transfer this risk to a third party.
Now, I I will explain about importance of insurance planning. Insurance is a financial tool that may assist to minimize or eliminate the cost of losses, as well as the effect of loss caused by a variety of hazards. Firstly, rising medical expenditure are a major cause of concern. People are protected from a range of health issues through medical insurance. Second, insurance provides financial support and reduces uncertainty in business and in human life. In the case of a certain event, it ensures people's safety and security. Lastly, insurance is a sort of protection against risks and uncertainties that also serve as an investment. Purchasing a life insurance can also serve as a kind of investment. There are several insurance planning issues that may be observed so that the people can take lessons to be careful while selecting an insurance company. Firstly, lack of trust. This may be the cause of the lack of confidence and interest in insurance among many people. Many insurance companies deny responsibility for providing some benefits and fail to pay claims. Secondly, company competition. In insurance companies, for instance, the new companies are the doubted companies for several individuals. It is because they do not want to take any risk. Lastly, economic instability. Currently, the rates might be affected to the point where insurance firms are forced to raise rates, same as interest rates on credit facilities offered by the financial institution. One of the current news about insurance is the general insurance industry is potentially facing upwards of 2 billion to 3 billion in total flood-related claims. The general insurance industry has contributed 2.43 million to a newly established flood relief fund as a part of CSR. This CSR will initially be in the form of a subsidy towards a clean-up at workshop for vehicles affected by floods, capped at a one-off 100 per motorcycle and 500 ringgit for cars. Next, I will pass this presentation to Amirul Rasul.
This is the statistical info of agent registered. The total of registered general insurance agent in Malaysia was 38,097 of the pie chart above. The more registered state in Malaysia is Selangor with 8,133 people already registered, and it's accumulated 22% in the pie chart. It takes the most light in the pie chart above, following with the second most registered state, which is Johor with 5,753 people that has been already registered. Johor accumulates 16% of the pie chart. Next is Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur with 5,070 people have registered with 14% of the pie chart. The number of agents in Pulau Pinang and Perak has 3,406 and 3,059 with 9% and 8% of the pie chart. These two states managed to register more than 3,000 people in their states. Meanwhile, Sabah and Sarawak managed to register more than 2,000 people in their state with 2,176 that took 6% of the pie chart. And Sarawak has 3,644 people who already registered that bring them to take 7% of the pie chart. Moreover, there are 4 states that managed to register general insurance agent in their state with 1,000 people, and it was brilliant. The 4 states is Kedah, Pahang, Melaka and Negeri Sembilan. This state make 1,687, 1,635, 1,397 and 1,376 people who has already registered. Lastly, it also has the least state that people registered for an agent, which is Kelantan, Terengganu, Perlis in Wilayah Persekutuan Labuan with 885, 682 and 142. And the least state that people have registered was Wilayah Persekutuan Labuan with only 52 people. Kelantan and Terengganu has 2% of the pie chart, while Perlis and Wilayah Persekutuan Labuan has the least people who registered that accumulate below 0% of the pie chart. People commonly went to the capital city of Malaysia or the big city of Malaysia to register as an agent because the place was strategic and job opportunity was very high in these two states. In conclude, Selangor Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur and Johor has accumulated the most people registered as an agent in their state, and the least registered agent is the state which is Wilayah Persekutuan Labuan and Perlis.
Insurance planning must be in everyone's financial planning. As we know, insurance is to protect us from any kind of financial loss, so it is important for everyone to take insurance plans. Insurance plan is not the same as saving money. Having one insurance plan should be necessary to cover loss for any unwanted events. There are a variety of insurance planning suitable for everyone, including single teenagers, parents with child and retired people. There should be at least one insurance plan for peace of mind.
Thank you for giving me a chance to talk about recommendations for insurance planning. My name is Fatima Azara. Will explain to you for this part. As you know, insurance planning is to protect yourself, your family, and loved ones, including your home, your assets, and your business against unexpected events. Nevertheless, there are 4 types of insurance that most financial experts recommend everybody have, which are life, health, auto, and long-term disability. The first insurance is life insurance. This type of insurance will provide to our family if we die unexpectedly. Life insurance is the most important if our family depends on our salary when we were alive. Industry experts suggest a policy that pays out 10 times our yearly income. Unfortunately, not everyone can afford the cost because when estimating the amount of life insurance we need, it must include the funeral expenses and calculate our family's daily living expenses. This may include mortgage payments, outstanding loans, credit card debt, taxes, childcare, and future college costs. Other than that, we must consider any other sources of family income. The second type is health insurance. Malaysia is famous for our most powerful healthcare system. Most of Malaysians would love to use our public healthcare system due to the efficiency and small cost. For example, giving birth in government hospital only require below than 50 ringgit and dental services usually will cost under 10 ringgit. We Malaysians are lucky to have the best healthcare system in the world because our government are heavily subsidized our healthcare system. However, there are people are willing to pay for premium healthcare insurance for better experience in private healthcare. This third type of insurance, people always think that is insufficient for taking long-term disability coverage. However, 1 in 4 workers will become disabled and unable to work before they reach the age of retirement. People often taking great health insurance, but that will not enough because health insurance only covers for hospitalization and medical bills. If you are unfortunate enough not being able to work due to disability, who will pay for your taxes and bills if you are not yet reaching retirement age? That is why we need to consider having long-term disability insurance for our peace of mind. Last but not least, auto insurance. People in Malaysia will always purchase this type of insurance long after renewing their road tax. This is because auto insurance coverage includes the expenses and help to guard people from any litigation that might result from an accident. Other than that, auto insurance also has protection against theft and vandalism to our precious vehicles. That's all for our group presentation. We really hope you all gain 1 or 2 new knowledge from this presentation. Thank you.